Wait. Before you scroll. There is something you need to hear right now. Not later. Not when things get worse. Not when you finally feel ready. Now. Because one day you will wake up and realize something that hits deeper than failure. You will realize you have been moving through life without truly living it. You will realize that you were present in moments but absent in purpose. And that realization will not be loud. It will be quiet. It will sit with you. And it will not leave easily. There was a time when you believed life would eventually make sense. You believed that if you kept trying, things would fall into place. You believed that effort meant progress, and that progress meant a better future. You trusted the process even when you did not fully understand it. But as time passed, things did not unfold the way you expected. Not dramatically. Not all at once. Just slowly and quietly. Days started blending into each other. You wake up and go through your routine. You do what you have to do. You get tired and you go back to sleep. Then it repeats again. At first it feels normal. It feels like this is just how life works. But deep down there is a feeling you cannot ignore forever. A quiet sense that something is missing. A feeling that you are capable of more but you are not living it. And no one really talks about that feeling. So you push it aside. You tell yourself you are fine. You tell yourself you just need more time. You tell yourself that things will eventually change. But they do not change on their own. And this is where most people lose years of their lives without realizing it. Not because they are lazy. Not because they are incapable. But because they keep delaying the moment they decide to take control. Time does not wait for clarity. It does not wait for confidence. It does not wait for you to feel ready. It moves whether you move or not. And that is the part nobody tells you. You think you have time because nothing feels urgent. You think you can start later because nothing is forcing you to act now. But later keeps moving. And the version of you that was supposed to start never actually does. Comfort begins to take over without you noticing. It feels peaceful. It feels safe. It tells you there is no need to stress yourself. It tells you that you are doing enough. It keeps you in a place where nothing challenges you and nothing pushes you forward. And the dangerous part is that comfort does not feel like a problem. It feels like relief. But it slowly becomes a trap. You stay in the same environment. You repeat the same habits. You think the same thoughts. And everything starts to feel predictable. Not in a good way. In a way that slowly drains your potential. You are not growing. You are maintaining. And over time, maintaining turns into being stuck. Not because you cannot change, but because you stop trying to. Then distraction enters your life in a way that feels harmless. You tell yourself you are just taking a break. You tell yourself you deserve to relax. You open your phone for a few minutes and suddenly hours have passed. You watch other people live their lives while your own life waits for your attention. And the more you do this, the harder it becomes to focus on what actually matters. You begin to compare without even realizing it. You see people moving forward. You see people achieving things. You see people living lives that look better than yours. And slowly something inside you starts to weaken. You begin to question your own journey. You begin to feel like you are behind. You begin to feel like you missed something. But what you do not see is the full picture. You only see moments. You do not see the effort behind them. Waiting becomes your pattern. You wait for the right time. You wait for motivation. You wait until you feel more confident. But the truth is that moment rarely comes. There will always be doubt. There will always be fear. There will always be reasons not to start. And if you keep waiting for everything to feel perfect, you will never begin. The truth is simple but uncomfortable. Your life is shaped by what you do consistently. Not occasionally. Not when you feel like it. But daily. The small choices you make every day are building your future whether you realize it or not. What you ignore today will affect you tomorrow. What you avoid today will remain a problem later. Everything adds up. The people around you also play a bigger role than you think. Their mindset influences your mindset. Their habits influence your habits. If you are surrounded by people who do not push themselves, you will slowly stop pushing yourself. If you are surrounded by negativity, you will start to feel heavy without knowing why. And sometimes growth requires distance. Not out of anger, but out of necessity. At some point, you have to be honest with yourself. Not about what you wish your life was, but about what it actually is. You have to look at your patterns. You have to look at your habits. You have to look at your direction. And you have to decide if you are truly moving forward or just staying busy. Because there is a difference. If you are listening to this right now, then something inside you is already aware. You can feel it. That quiet voice that tells you there is more for you. That you can do better. That you are capable of more than what you are currently living. That voice is not there to disturb you. It is there to guide you. But only if you listen. Do not ignore this moment. Do not treat this like just another video you watched and forgot. Take a second and like this video so this message can reach someone else who might be stuck in the same place. And if you know deep down that you want to change your life and become better, then subscribe and stay connected here. Because sometimes what you need is not more information. What you need is a reminder that you still have time to change your direction. Stay with me. The next part will go deeper. And it might change the way you see everything.